And welcome, everyone, to Random Wrestling Talk, episode number 9. Well, I have to tell you guys, I don't know what the fuck I was watching last night, but kind of made me want to gouge my eyes out of my head. What about you?
I feel like I was watching a main event or Superstars.
I felt like I was watching a standard Raw episode about The Rock.
The Rock.
Actually, last week's episode was very good. Besides all that, the episode yesterday plummeted in ratings. I mean, I saw it showed it had they had an overall 3.3 million viewers. Last week, when they had The Rock and all that other stuff going on, they had about, I think, 4.1, something like that.
It was low.
And they were doing really good. Yeah, they basically
They shot themselves in the
ultimate
foot.
water use.
That's basically what happened.
Shot
They
themselves in the. No, you got it all wrong, Matthew. It's a lot worse than shooting themselves in the foot. They shot themselves in the freaking heads.
I knew that was gonna happen.
You know that with last week's Rock thing, that was the highest grossing they've had segment in the entire show, and it's all because he went off script.
Well, yeah, which they
And then some
kind of
Hulk
should
Hogan.
start doing. It's funny. He was
Apparently,
talking
the
to
people
those
in the
guys.
back were freaking out.
Really?
Yeah, when The Rock went up to his fans and started talking to them, they were freaking out because they repeatedly try to get those fans to quiet down during the show.
The show?
Yeah, when The Rock went to talk to those guys who were dressing up like Macho Man and Hogan, he had security in the back trying to tell them to be quiet,
Yeah.
otherwise they would kick him out.
Yeah, I don't quite get WWE. They're so they used to be so laid back, so loose about things, and they had the show, and now they got it so stricted, and it's just so too much polish involved in it, too corporate-like look to it, and it doesn't need to look that way. Behind the scenes, let it all be corporate crap. But on television, for the audience, make it feel like a sporting event. Make these guys actually feel like they're out there competing for something. That's what the problem is. These guys don't look like they're competing for anything. They just look like they're going out there following a script, which is what they're doing. So anyway, with me and Matthew talking, John, throw some thoughts in here.
About Raw.
About anything,
in
really.
general.
But Raw, the way the whole product is at this point, what the hell is
So,
going
like-
on with these people?
So like I hate how like nowadays like they just like erase like everybody like from history. Like there's no Hulk Hogan, no Jimmy Snuka, no CM Punk never existed. Like back in 2002 when Austin left, they didn't like act like Austin never existed or anything. They like actually addressed that on TV.
Yeah, I kind of think that they are doing the right thing about Hulk Hogan and Jimmy Snuka too. Jimmy Snuka was involved with some really bad shit, which he might be accused of actually doing and might be convicted and guilty of, for all we know. Hulk Hogan definitely. I mean, he sat. One, he's involved in a sex tape, cheating with another woman
He's
who
racist.
was his best friend's wife,
And he's racist
and being
too.
racist too on top of it. I mean, you got all kinds of different scenarios, bad publicity there, all around with Hulk Hogan on that situation.
But there's no reason to blacklist Punk. Just
You guys, I understand.
Yeah, but
Yeah, CM Punk, I don't agree with. They should acknowledge him because he didn't really do anything wrong outside of say, fuck you, I'm standing up for myself and I'm walking away from this shit. and that's my right, just like Steve Austin did. So, I mean, for them to not acknowledge CM Punk was kind of foolish. They acknowledged Batista, and Batista badmouths WWE for their creative team. So, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me, and it doesn't add up.
Batista mentioned that his Royal Rumble victory was a huge mistake, and he claimed to WWE they needed to change it for this year, and they kind of just fucked it up again.
Well, me personally, I think... Yeah, go, John.
Did you hear about the rumors that Batista was backstage at the Rumble and Vince McMahon gave him an offer and he declined it for WrestleMania?
Yes, I heard that on JD from New York 206. He mentioned that, and I fully agree with him on that too. He said that.
Yeah, I read an article.
Yeah, that it's the same thing. Batista was offered a match with The Rock at some point where he plays a heel Hollywood actor role character as Batista, and The Rock plays his face, and I think that's idiotic. I mean, it works for both of them. Rock plays good as the face Hollywood character. Batista plays great as a Hollywood heel, but even that, though, is still not really necessary. What really needs to happen, and honestly, this should be happening this year, is facing Triple H getting his first ever victory over Batista, because he never beat Batista ever in his career, and that would be a perfect way of making logical sense of saying, last match, if you don't win, you're out of here. And same thing goes for Triple H. If he doesn't win, he's out of there. So there you go. That would have been a good match to put together, but they're too busy and focus so hard on Reigns up everyone's ass. Yet,
I'm gonna. Yeah, I want to bring this up. I read an article on Yahoo about what they're doing, and I completely agree with it. I'll mention it when we get into details about it.
Repeat what you were just saying.
I read an article on Yahoo about the direction WWE is going since after the Rumble, and it is just going completely downhill.
It's too obvious. Look, last night's Monday Night Raw was great. I loved it. I thought it was wonderful. But with everyone knowing who's going to win in this match, it's too fucking predictable. And JD from New York mentioned this. Why wasn't Roman Reigns out there with Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar promoting this match? Why wasn't he the guy you're pushing to win the World Championship? Why wouldn't he be the one getting in Brock Lesnar's face? It don't make any sense.
Probably because they done that with Brock and Reigns last year, and they want to give emphasis on Ambrose.
Well, I mean, they could have just had all three of them out in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, but in that case, Ambrose would, of course,
thing.
been, kind of shoved in the back, because he's IC champion. We know he's not going to win. He's just there to fill a slot.
To me, I don't agree with it. I really personally feel like this. I feel Dean Ambrose should win this match. He is in a great position. He's on a freaking roll. He has not been losing at all, hardly at all, at least to my knowledge. Match side, he is every big match he's been involved in over the last few months. He had a decent Survivor Series. Unfortunately, it didn't last as long as it should have, and so forth. So, Dean Ambrose really should win the triple threat match and face Triple H for the world title and lose the Intercontinental title on a Raw episode to somebody, maybe like Kevin Owens again. Lose to Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens becomes and maybe face Sami Zayn for the IC title at WrestleMania.
Or
I think that would be a really
on
good
both.
idea. That WWE doesn't happen with him. He won the US and WWE title, and then automatically lost it the next month. So I mean, at least one of them. So it didn't give it a lot of. So that's just my opinion. But John, you've been sitting here listening to me and Matthew talk. I want to give you some airtime and out with Monday Night Raw.
Hey, why is your mic keeps breaking up? Is it doing that for Matt as well?
No.
Yeah, it's breaking up for me when I'm hearing them, so I don't know.
That's because you can't hear me. That's because I'm kind of covering my mouth, basically. But you can hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now, but whenever Bruce starts
Hear you.
talking,
Mine's breaking up?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's breaking up too, yeah.
Oh, shit. Might be because of the computer I'm using. I'm not sure, but don't matter. Keep going. Vent whatever the hell you want to vent about.
What do you think about that awful Miss TV with AJ Styles?
I saw your rant on your Raw review, and I pretty much agree with that. That was a waste of time for AJ.
It was. He didn't say one fucking bit of words. He didn't say nothing. He was interrupted. Yeah, go ahead.
I heard he's trying to keep him off the mic because I heard he's not a good promo.
That's bullshit. Matthew and I can contest to
promo?
That's what I heard online.
Okay,
that's bullshit. AJ has put on. Me and Matthew have watched TNA in the past. Me and Matt can attest to this. He does very good promos. They're standard, but they're good. They're better than fucking Roman Reigns. I can put it to you that much.
Oh, I get it. AJ can put on great promos, but in WWE's point of view, and I mean emphasis on their point of view, it's not entertaining enough. This isn't wrestling. You can't cut a wrestling promo. It has to be entertainment. Give me a fucking break.
I don't quite understand WWE. To me, I only wish TNA would get back to the way they were in like 2009, 2010. Which, by the way, mentioning that, I did watch the introduction of last week's Impact episode, and they gave a lot of emphasis on why Matt Hardy turned heel in the middle of a world title match. It was actually rather good. His reason for turning heel was his wife, his new wife, convinced him and whispered in his ear to start becoming more selfish for himself. And that is actually rather new to me. I don't think really anybody has gone doing Booker T and Sharmell, but it just happened suddenly. Not like gradually like Booker T did with Sharmell. Matt Hardy was just right then and there in that match, so it was just like really unexpected and kind of first sight it didn't make sense. But then they later on explain in the next episode why he did it part. But getting off TNA, we're talking about WWE Raw here on this episode.
TNA since November.
Yeah, I stopped watching TNA the minute they kicked AJ out.
You're full of shit, Matthew.
What?
Huh?
What?
I said you're full of shit.
Yeah, what's your...
You watch TNA content.
No, I don't.
Huh?
Yeah, I watch maybe a 2-minute video on Yahoo. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Who cares? You're still watching some sort of fucking content that deals with TNA, so what the hell are you talking about?
At least I'm not wasting 2 minutes. At least I'm wasting 2 hours. I'm watching their crap. I mean, I'm talking to you guys. I could be watching Impact right now, but I'd rather waste my time talking to you two.
What the hell?
Yeah. Impact
You're
is
the
on.
co-host of this show, you dumbass.
Yes, and I would rather spend my time doing this than watching Impact shit.
Oh, well, I was about to say, if you started bad-mouthing our show, that we actually have started to get some sort of...
Following.
We're getting some small viewership here. Not a lot. I think it might be because of the name and people are not picking it up, but I'm starting to get more subscribers on this channel slowly, so that's a good thing. So I'm getting more of that, so it gets more viewers on this. But, yeah, I mean... I don't know, man. Raw has just been one fucking bore after another, especially last night's episode. I felt like just shooting myself.
And here's the problem. And did you catch that comment I did not hosted on your Raw review?
Yes, it was injuries and I think one other thing I can't quite remember.
Well, it's their booking problem. Booking is suck.
Well, that's obvious, man. The booking's been shitty for the last year or so.
Okay, fine, whatever. But here's another thing. They fail to develop characters.
Well, that's WWE creative, Matthew, which is why this show sucks.
No fan in their right mind right now wants to see Triple H as champion. In fact, you saw it last night. They had it in a freaking case. It's like, we're just going to polish it, just keep it nice and safe, and give it to Roman Reigns in a couple months. It's off limits. There's no champion.
Yeah, well, I mean, they want to...
I failed to recognize...
You know what they ought to do? Matt...
Might as well be vacant.
It pretty much is vacant.
Ass up for Triple H to get on his hands and knees and really suck his ass off in the middle of the ring for WrestleMania 32. Because absolute, complete predictability. It's not being built the right way. And from New York 206 said this too, that I agree with. They were trying to build him up so much, yet they're screwing him at the same time, booking him the way they're booking him. So, I don't know what the fuck these people think. I think they're fucking cuckoo.
How do they think?
And I think this man's the head cuckoo puff of that whole group.
Let's be fair. Roman Reigns could have gone all the way to win and pissed every fan off. Or they could have gone with someone who was at least developed, been a good heel, be champion. And honestly, the only person they could have picked was your guy, Wyatt.
Was my guy.
Yeah,
Who is my guy? Bray Wyatt?
You picked Bray Wyatt. Yeah, he's the only heel outside of the New Day who has been developed. To the point where it's actually good. Yes.
Yeah, there's one small problem. He's fucking boring match-wise. That's the issue here.
That's the point. They put him in these boring matches, which is complete bullshit, that he always ends up losing, and it ruins his character. Otherwise, he's got a great character. He cuts great promos. His wrestling ability, depends on what you like about it. Problem is, he can't win. They refuse to let him build up to be any decent during the rivalries.
I don't know, man. Me personally, I just feel that, Bray Wyatt really should have been pushed. But
how much heat he would have gotten if he'd beaten Cena at WrestleMania?
Matt, I didn't get what you just said because it just froze.
Okay,
and you weren't talking, so I don't know what you just said.
Do you know how much heat Bray Wyatt would have gotten if he had beaten Cena at WrestleMania? He would have been champion right now, I can guarantee that.
If he would have beaten Cena at WrestleMania?
Yeah, he would be at least a WWE champion right about now. Maybe not the reigning, but he would at least be held called that.
Yeah, and Vince McMahon let him be champion. But anyway, John, go on with this wonderful Raw episode that we had to endure for another 3 hours.
Oh, Christ.
You there, John?
Hello? Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. Your mic was breaking up again.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm hearing everybody else is breaking up here, too, so we gotta work with what we got. I don't know what the fucking deal is.
What'd you say?
I was just saying that, any other thoughts or things you want to throw out there
Oh, yeah.
about Raw that you wanted to vent about?
What's up with all these, like, matches that we keep seeing, like, Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens? Did we, like, see this match, like, 2 Raws ago? And we're seeing it again?
We saw this last week.
And then
It's
like,
these,
he wins this one, he wins that one, and he wins this one. It's just like, what's the point?
Exactly. And another thing that JD mentioned in his Raw review, I recommend anyone that's not a follower of JD, you're missing out on some great content and great knowledge too. And I love using his source, talking about some of the things that he says, because they're very valuable. He even mentions that in his Raw review too. He mentions, like, what does this do for Dolph Ziggler winning the match against Kevin Owens last night?
He's going to lose to him next week.
I mean, it really doesn't do nothing for him. If they're not planning on making him go ahead and win more matches to move him up the ladder as a main eventer like he was in 2013, what's the point of him beating Kevin Owens at all? None.
What they need to do is take Ziggler off TV for a little bit, let him cool down, and then revamp his character a bit. Same thing with Owens. Same thing with Owens.
That would be a very smart idea. I think that might be the best and direction they should go on with Dolph Ziggler. Maybe bring him back with a new gimmick that's a little bit different. Still leaving some of the characteristics of his old gimmick, but bringing in some new things, revolutionizing Dolph Ziggler a little bit more, and getting him to become more of a main eventer. If they want to push him. If they don't feel like he's worth it, then why the fuck did he beat Kevin Owens at all? Outside of want to hurt Kevin Owens in the process. That's about the only thing I can think of to answer your question on that one, John.
What do you guys think of Tyler Breeze? I personally really do not like this guy.
He's a jobber. He went from an NXT star to a jobber.
Nothing much more to say on that one. Tyler Breeze is actually a guy that's a good talent, but the reason why you're not liking him, John, is because you never got It's really just his gimmick?
Well, I guess I don't really know. I just hate his gimmick with the stupid selfie stick and the cute veil and all that gay shit.
Yeah.
He sees himself as a male model. That's pretty much it. It is kind of stupid. I mean,
let that guy as
he's like a weak version of John Morrison. That's pretty much it.
Well, here's the problem with that. Not John Morrison. The other guy, Tyler Breeze. Can you imagine, with that gimmick right now, could you imagine him being a WWE World Champion?
Hell no.
That ain't even passable.
It's hard to even see him as either IC or US champion.
Not even that, Matthew. You're way out of the ballpark on that one. It may work in NXT, but it ain't working here in WWE. I am in 100%. I'm in 100. Go ahead, John. Sorry.
Did you notice that Summer Rae wasn't with him for some reason?
Yeah, they cut Summer Rae is done with
them. Wait, what?
Yeah. They ended both of them without even doing a storyline of it. They just cut them completely off.
No explanation whatsoever. In fact, I don't even think I've seen
Summer Rae
on TV since then.
Nope. I haven't seen her whatsoever on there for a long while. And technically, who really fucking cares anyhow? Like, honestly,
Maybe
I
she got
mean,
injured. I mean, everyone's getting injured nowadays. It's basically the new trend. It's like, it's like a lottery. Let's see, who's going to get injured today? Yeah. They should have a WWE injury championship.
Yeah, I like that one.
Treat like
I
a
like
hardcore
it.
belt.
That's a nice name for a title. The WWE Injured Champion. Wasn't the title whatsoever.
Yeah,
Till
treat
he
like a
comes back
hardcore
and then
belt.
gets injured and loses
Well,
the title.
all the injured guys they have is enough to make a whole damn roster.
I know. It's unbelievable how many guys they got injured. It's just fucking crazy. That's why they were introducing Heath Slater and Adam Rose and all these lemos to the main roster so they can fill in gaps.
And it's not working. And speaking of injury, I heard that Alberto was injured, yet he's scheduled to have a rematch at Fastlane. I guess it wasn't that big of an injury.
Seriously, who gives a fuck about that match? Really? Like, who really cares? Who?
Kalisto wins.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, of course he wins. If Del Rio wins that belt back again, I swear to God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because
obviously you're gonna quit watching Raw. You're gonna quit watching pay-per-views and just
He's already doing that after
reviews.
Well, I haven't fully decided that yet.
Committed to that?
But it's very much leaning towards that. Speaking of that, let's talk about it. I was thinking that the three of us, every Monday night or Tuesday night, like we do for random wrestling talk,
Episode 9.
we come on here and we watch the old retro Monday Night Raw episode, and we watch only one episode per week. I was thinking we start from the very beginning when the first episode started, and it'll give us a shitload of episodes to work with, and we can also do reviews on the retro pay-per-views throughout that chronological order. What do you guys think?
Oh dear God, that would take forever.
What do you mean take forever? We do one episode per week. We don't go ahead and do like several episodes in one day or anything like that. That would take us forever to do these reviews.
But I mean, watch every episode of Raw.
Yeah, do you know how long that would take just to get all caught up with this shit?
I'm never going back and watch an episode of Raw.
No, I'm not talking about trying to get caught up with it.
What was that, John?
I'm not talking...
Hello?
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, go ahead. What did you say?
I didn't say nothing. No. You were going to say something.
You said you would never go back to watch shit.
Well, I was just saying that we do one episode a week, not like do several episodes in 1 week. I'm not saying that.
Go back and watch like this week, episode 1, episode 2, 3, and so on.
No, I'm not saying that. We go ahead, like, let's say this coming Monday night, alright, next Monday, February 8th. We go ahead, we come home after work and all that shit. We watch the Monday Night Raw of 1993's very first episode. During the same time that show of this current product that sucks ass is going on at the same time, watch the 1993 episode of the very first episode, then come on here after watching the hour of it, which is only technically 48 minutes because it cuts out the commercials. We come on here, we do the review, and that's it. Then the next week, same thing. We do episode 2.
And if we're busy with other stuff and don't have time to do this, what then?
What are you going to be busy with tonight? In some boring-ass product?
Oh, I might have something else to do. I I told you, Tuesdays are pretty much my only free day.
What do you do on Mondays? Outside of watching Monday Night Raw.
Mondays I get caught up on other stuff. I get home, I gotta do chores around the house.
You sound like a child.
Uh-huh. Just because I have to do my job and take care of this house doesn't mean I have time for this. I pretty much
Well, you could have said, errands around the house, not chores. I mean, you sound like you're a 16-year-old kid in high school.
Oh, by just saying chores, that automatically assumes I'm a child. I mean, everyone has chores. Everyone has
how old
stuff
are
to
you
do.
guys?
He's 28.
28.
Oh, I'm 27 right now. How old are you, John?
49.
Does it really matter?
You're 49. Get the fuck out of here, John. You don't sound like you're 49.
No, I was kidding. 21.
Oh, okay. Sounds more reasonable.
What would you do if I was like 49?
I'd say, holy shit, what the fuck happened to you? Your balls didn't drop? Something, because you sound younger than, 49. I mean, definitely. But, yeah, I mean, I truthfully, after WrestleMania 32, guys, I can't do this anymore. I really can't keep torturing myself. Even though, yes, I get a ton. Me and John, we did that Raw review, got over 400 fucking views, which was freaking unbelievable.
500 now.
No, it's 415. I already checked it.
And fine, after WrestleMania, we'll just shut down the channel and be done with it until the product gets better.
You can do whatever the hell you want. I'm doing what I want. This is my channel, motherfucker.
Does he
but we own half of
this
it.
channel?
What's that, John?
Does Matt upload videos on his channel?
No. He just does it on mine because he's a mooch.
What? I'm a YouTube viewer, not a YouTube.
You have your own YouTube channel. It's Matt87Eagle. Fucking use it.
I don't do anything with it. I just watch shit on YouTube. I don't upload anything. And you guys be careful with that. The YouTube Nazis are gonna come get you, though. Man, God, the copyright problems nowadays.
Dude, I put thumbnails on all my videos. If they want to shut me down, let them shut me down. So what? Who cares? But personally, I don't see what I'm doing.
You're not making any money off it. That's true. It's not like you're making any money off of this.
Exactly. And guess what? There are a lot of big channels out there on YouTube that they do that stuff and they don't get in trouble for. So what are you talking about?
Like Sean's View?
Sean's View Entertainment? That guy, do you watch his shit?
Fuck that guy. I used to, but I didn't subscribe because I got sick of his bullshit.
He subscribed to my channel. This is a funny story. I subscribed to his channel. He subscribed to mine because I stood up for him with some of the shit that he was dealing with, and I didn't agree with what was going on at the time. But then I started hearing, and I saw this too online, about that EBegging shit. That's when I just went off. I put a video on my channel, and I said, Sean, you suck balls. You are an asshole. And if you don't take this down, I'm unsubscribing to your channel because this is idiotic what you're doing. You could simply go out and get a part-time job with the job that you currently have, which is doing videos online, and you're making some decent money off of it. You just need to, bring in some extra income. You think that would be good enough? Guy goes, oh, I can't do that. I can't work. I got a lot of health problems. Fuck out of here, man. There's a lot of people with health problems. I mean, no offense, Matt, but you have your own health problems. You're working. You're getting paid. You're doing what you got to do.
But I'm just saying, there are people who make YouTube a living, and there are people who are trying to fuck them over, and it's pretty pissed off.
But here's the thing, Matt. He wanted to e-beg people for $25,000 to make a studio.
Yes, he's a dirtbag.
Well, hey, welcome to the conversation.
I bet he spent all the money on action figures and bullshit that he buys all the time.
And he probably used it to pay his bills, too, because he didn't want to fucking go out and make a living like any other normal person would.
It's one thing to have a Patreon page, but just to be begging people, like, send me money. That's just a cheap bastard.
He is. He's a lowlife. And he
Not to
wanted
mention
to
all the false titles he does in his videos and shit like that.
actually, there was one that he did that a lot of people were like, and I agreed with him on this. It's crazy I'm saying I agreed with him on this because it's true. He did one video where he got pissed on about doing an Imagine video of Jeff Hardy and coming out and challenging for the U.S. title against John Cena in 2015. It was just doing an imagination video, like saying, hey, could you imagine if Jeff Hardy came out and challenged for the belt and so forth? And people went all apeshit saying, oh, that was false advertising. You said that he was going to be at the Raw event and challenge for the U.S. title. Can you read? I mean, what the fuck's wrong with some of these people? But yeah, there was some
Yeah,
videos.
but you know why he did that, though, to get attention.
That's what he probably does a lot of. He does it on purpose to get attention. He's got an interesting voice.
You remember the video he did where he lied and said somebody had broken his house and like left a note and said "Death to Sean's View Entertainment."
It was. He probably would say it was a storyline that he was putting on his show. Come on, man! You can't make it. He makes it sound like it's so real too.
I know.
Why would you do that?
He has no sense of integrity.
He's crazy.
That I have to agree with. I think the guy is fucking crazy. Maybe it's the ice and snow that's melting his brains, possibly. Who the fuck knows? He lives in Boston, so that could be the reason.
Outside of Boston or something like that.
Huh?
I think he said he lives like outside of Boston or something.
Well, he lives in Massachusetts.
Well, he lives in the Boston area. He just lives in the Boston area, whatever.
You remember when he showed his PP on YouTube?
You broke up. You broke up.
Oh, you remember when he showed his dick on YouTube?
Oh,
okay, I think we're stopping here. We're trying to keep it PG.
No, this ain't no PG. This is TV-14, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're young and you're watching this, please ask for your parents' discretion to watch this shit.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Exactly. But
bad boys, what you gonna do?
But truth of the matter is, I don't know what the hell were we just talking about? Oh, Sean's entertainment.
That's random talk. We're just gonna ask the entire wrestling conversation now. It's just wrestling talk. It's just random talk.
Well, it has something to do with wrestling.
Pretty much. But he's relevant.
This is the reason why I only watch Joe.
Joe Cronin? Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty fucking nuts, too. I've called him and talked to him about some stuff. He's pretty crazy, though. He's pretty insulting to some of the viewers that watch him when they call in. He says some pretty crazy shit, but he's alright.
Just because he has the balls to tell the truth.
Matthew, he does some pretty fucking weird shit. I've actually watched 30 minutes of his videos before, sitting through waiting till it would be a good time for me to call in. And he is just fucking insane. And he admits that at least, so he's honest about how insane he really is.
You been a shit bomb?
No, I will never donate to any channel, and nobody has to donate to my channel at all. I don't ask for donations. I work for a living, and I don't need any of that shit.
I just do this for fun, really. I mean,
if I was to be... Go, John, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying I just do this for
fun.
If I was to...
Dude, shut up and let the man talk.
I said I'll just do this for fun. I don't care if I get paid.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You said get paid, and I didn't hear the rest of it.
Nothing. Go ahead. Shit.
And we all do this for fun.
I mean,
This
need to
is
have
by
somebody
far the
to
most.
talk this shit about. I mean, nobody at work watches wrestling or none of that bullshit.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't donate to anybody's channel. I don't expect anyone to donate to me. I mean, if I, started making this as a real big thing, like a Joe Cronin, JD from New York 206, or Sean View Entertainment,
Stay away
that
from
would
that.
definitely. Huh?
Stay away from that. Just keep it way you do. You don't have to imitate anyone.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like if how popular I became on YouTube, like those guys are. I'd probably say, hey, if you want to donate to the channel and what have you, go ahead. But me personally, I wouldn't donate to anybody because I mean they're already making money off of it anyhow. I mean, I wouldn't really. Personally, I don't even think I'd say donate or anything like that. I just, there's a button on the bottom of your channel of the video where you can actually press support, and you'll be able to donate to the channel anyway. But yeah, I don't even care about that.
My God. See, this is what happens when wrestling gets stolen, boring. We just talk about random shit that's on top of our heads. Dear God.
Well, we're still technically talking about wrestling. It's just
Yeah, I know.
we all have the same agreement.
Everything else has been, we stuck with a certain topic and then branched off into different stuff. And right here, just realize, oh, you know what? Raw
That's why it's called Random Wrestling
Talk
Talk.
about something, that's interesting. Oh boy, this is by far the most random wrestling talk we've ever had.
Well, it's kind of like what we're trying to do. Random wrestling. Alright. But me personally, yeah, I just I don't think that donating to other people who are already making money is cool or anything like that. And I wouldn't ask anyone to donate to me anyway, even if I was making money off of this. But yeah, let's get back to just actual wrestling here, and things that you throw about this wonderful episode we had to sit through for 3 hours.
I got something to talk about. Remember when you and me were talking about
some of it, so I didn't sit through 3 hours.
Oh.
Skip through some
Ask first, and then you can say your thing, Matt.
I said I didn't actually sit through 3 hours. I actually skipped some of the boring stuff like the Divas match and the Big Show and Eric Rowan bullshit like that. I kind of skipped to the end of that bullshit.
Yeah, I don't care for matches either. I just sit through because I don't have a DVR.
No, I watch it on my phone on Watch Wrestling, whatever that website's called.
Oh, that website? Cool.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's just like background movie.
Oh, Matt.
I'm normally either on my iPad or on YouTube or on my computer, but it's just background noise. But basically, John, last week, me and Bruce were talking about what we would want to see from AJ at WrestleMania. We talked about him and Jericho going out. We talked about doing a triple threat with Ambrose for the IC title. Anything you want to throw in there? Like, what do you want to see AJ be part of at WrestleMania?
I'd like to see him face the Undertaker, but most people are saying that it'd be too early for him. Like he's not ready for that.
I think that would be the best thing for him, truthfully, because right now he's in Nowheresville.
He has a match
well,
with the Miz.
Obviously, they're not letting the guy talk.
I swear to God, they haven't.
Oh, you mean AJ Styles?
Next pay-per-view.
I would hate to see that AJ Styles versus the Miz at the Fastlane.
No, we got that. We got that tonight on SmackDown. We'll get that on Thursday.
Yeah, well, if they keep building it to like Fastlane.
No,
No, I don't
well,
think.
I'm not sure.
I don't
They
see that
might push
happening.
They might push Jericho at him in Fastlane or at WrestleMania.
What do you guys think about
Bruce, remember how you and me?
What do you guys think about Jericho
Go on,
turning
John.
heel?
Jericho turning heel. Supposedly that is a possibility in the cards of him facing Dean Ambrose for the IC title, which isn't a bad match. I kind of like that idea, but the thing is I think the way they're pushing Dean Ambrose in this triple threat match, he'd be perfect to face Triple H for the world title instead of Roman Reigns. Truth of the matter, turn heel if we went this direction. Hear me out. Dean Ambrose wins the triple threat match. Roman Reigns in the corner of Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose loses his Intercontinental Championship leading up to and turns on Dean Ambrose after Dean Ambrose wins the World Championship. Roman Reigns finally gets pissed off, gets jealous, out of nowhere, spears him, and him and Triple H stare at each other for a few moments, and Triple H raises his hand as like he won a match or something like that, and they walk away, and then they continue on with the storyline leading into the next pay-per-view of Extreme Rules. I think that would be smart. It would give them for what they did wrong at Survivor Series. So that's just my thoughts on it, but they're not going to do that at all.
No, they're
No,
not.
of course not.
Reigns is going to be an ex-Cena who's going to be a babyface for 15 years.
And that's pathetic because I definitely can see some sort of potential in this guy. I mean, if he just develop, I like his promos now. He's not that boring. He's an
Tater tots. Tater
straight
tots.
basic. Well, I mean, he's a basic guy. He doesn't try to get fancy with his mic work or anything, and that's fine because if you do that and you mess yourself up, you're just gonna look bad anyway. So it's better to be basic and standard than trying to be all flashy like The Rock or something and mess yourself all up and look stupid in the process. So yeah, I personally think that if he just got some more moves in his wrestling repertoire, he'd actually be a lot more interesting and fun to watch. Time and investing emotions and feelings towards him, but in all honesty, with the way he is in the ring and just the way WWE's booking him right now these last few weeks, who the fuck cares?
What do you think about last week on SmackDown when they had the highlight reel with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, and they were acting like nothing ever happened at Night of Champions when Jericho walked down on them?
Yeah, that was a bit weird, and Dean Ambrose was looking, and there's rumor that Dean Ambrose might turn heel at Fastlane, which is fucking dumb. Why would he turn? Reason? Oh, I'm the guy in the back, the sidekick of Roman Reigns. Get the fuck out of here.
I can tell you this.
Seriously.
Ambrose is already more entertaining than Reigns.
What did you say? You broke up.
I said
there.
I can already tell you this. Ambrose was already more entertaining than Roman Reigns. There's no reason for him to turn heel.
Oh yeah. I mean, seriously, Ambrose is a 10 times better face than Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns needs to turn heel.
Yes.
Roman Reigns has shown signs with his aggressive side when he, like that scene at TLC, that was a perfect display of what a heel would look like for him. And he looked great doing it. And that's what they should do with him.
He doesn't even need to join the Authority. He can just be, the aggressive, badass heel.
No, that's more like Kevin Owens. There ain't no fucking way.
Kevin Owens needs to get revamped too. I mentioned this. If WWE would stop, too worried about too many things. They try to revamp Kevin Owens, let him redo that package power driver as a surprise move. That'd probably give him some good boost. I mean, you can't just keep relying on the same old moves over and over
No,
again.
I honestly think how they had him when he first came on the WWE TV scenes with John Cena was a perfect thing that they did. And as each match went along with John Cena, he slowly but surely turned into the wrestler, and they just blended him in and forgot about him when he should be a guy standing out with the main roster as a top badass who should become a main eventer at some point down the line.
That's
And the way
why
he'd be.
that's why you never feud with Cena. You come out horrible afterwards.
But that
God,
wasn't.
Cena kills new talent. Cena
Wait,
But
constantly
that's
says,
not the
Give
problem. It's not
give me the young
Wait, hold
talent.
on. Everyone, shut up.
You shut up.
John
Me and John are talking.
is not the being the way he is. It's not like John Cena has the power and stroke around
It's
there.
Vince
It's
McMahon.
Vince McMahon who has the power and control.
Yes, and John Cena's whispering in his ears.
The idea
Telling him
is
No,
here that covers his
no,
face
no.
being.
Vince is whispering in John's ear, and John's bending over.
So what you're saying is Vince McMahon plowing John Cena up the ass.
Oh, I know. He's milking anything he can get from John Cena.
What? What did you say, Matt?
I said, why not? He's milking anything he can get out of John Cena.
Yeah, I mean, if John Cena had nipples on the end, well, yeah, actually, you can milk anything with a
No,
nipple.
just stop it when you're not going anywhere.
If you
Just drop it right there, you dumbass.
reference.
Oh, God.
Oh man, that was fun.
Poor
That was a
John
funny
Cena
scene.
claims he wants to fight the young talent to push them to the next level. Problem is, at the end of the day, they lose, and then they get dropped like nothing's ever changed.
What is it? Guy that pushed into WWE's main roster gets literally fucked up the ass to the point they have a new asshole. You look at and that's why NXT, because I know for a fact Triple H feels that this guy is the next face of the WWE, and he will be eventually a big time name in the company. But where it's at right now, Triple H don't feel it's safe for him to even join, and he's
You just
very.
have to wait till Vince either drops dead or retires or goes completely senile and they send him to an old folks' home. Then it'd be safe for Finn Balor to come to the main roster.
If Finn Balor debuted now, in 3 months he'll come out dancing with the Funkadactyls or something.
Oh, dear God.
Wait, what was that?
That's
You broke
exactly the
up
reason
when you
why
said that.
Brodus Clay left and went to TNA.
Wait, what happened? What did you say, John? Finn Balor comes to WWE's main roster right now where the product's at, and then what happens?
I said in 3 months he'll be dancing with the Funkadactyls.
Oh my God!
And that's exactly the reason why Brodus Clay left and went to TNA. He was so fed up with WWE's bullshit. He went to a shittier company.
You're comparing Brodus Clay to Finn Balor? How the fuck dare you do that?
No, I'm just saying by the way
fuck
WWE
out.
does stuff, they'll like fucking fuck him up that much.
Yeah, don't give him a shitty ass gimmick.
Yeah, but the thing is, Brodus Clay wasn't near the talent that Finn Balor is. I mean, let's get real here.
I'm more worried about what they're gonna do to Joe when he comes to the main roster after WrestleMania.
I don't know.
You guys know this is kind of weird, but you guys know the movie Straight Outta Compton?
Yes.
I haven't saw it, but I know of it.
Well, I saw a meme on Instagram. It said had a picture of Vince and it said straight out of touch.
That's the truth.
Pretty much.
Anyway, at this time, leaving on that note, because that is a perfect way to end this. Vince McMahon, straight out of touch, because he is, and he's a fucking moron. I do thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video of all three of us. Thank you for watching us at Random Wrestling Talk episode number 9. And lay it to smack it down on that subscribe button and leave your comments and opinions down below. I will definitely get back to you guys on that. And have a great night, guys. Bye.